This channel is for immature audiences only. It is not for children, only for childish adults. We might play some video games that kids also like, but we say words like fuck and shit with alarming frequency and make crude, inappropriate, and morbid jokes all the damn time. Level 0 NPCs assumes no responsibility if your idiot spawn watches this and gets traumatized.
Unlock the theater door.
Unlock the theater door.
A fireplace poker.
A fireplace poker. 12 Ops right. He does sound like Adam West a little bit. Not gonna lie. I can definitely hear it. Yeah. Hey everybody, welcome back to Horror Month.
Hey y'all.
Mm-hmm. We're
Unlock
playing
the theater door.
Playing some Lock the Theater Door. We're playing Phantasmagoria.
Mm-hmm. Thank you all for joining us once again, and also, for choosing fear and doing only harm this week, which I trust you all did.
It's the Horror Month motto.
We're back. We hope you're back.
Yeah. Before we get started, I just want to quickly ask you guys, real quick, just super quick, right off. Just I don't want this to take the whole episode, but in what way did you either choose fear this week or do only harm? There had to be a way, right?
Right. Yeah, no, I didn't expect to have to lead by example. I really fucked up because I helped quite a few people this week.
Oh, damn
I may have counteracted that a little bit because I was filing tickets in Jira for people, so that's some kind of harm.
Yeah, that's a harm.
It's really hard to do only harm, I find. It's very restrictive.
It's actually almost harder to do only harm than it is to do only good.
Yeah, I think so.
One of my colleagues needed some help with some bugs, and I just helped him like an asshole. I didn't even think.
Yeah.
It was effortless. I just knew the answer and gave them. I should have had the forethought to lie about it and really try to sabotage it.
I almost got into a fight with a group of 14-year-olds this week.
Nice. Physical or verbal?
It could have gone physical.
Ooh.
Nice.
But instead I chose fear.
Nice. Well done.
Thank you. I was doing harm and then I chose fear. It was great.
I want to know the context behind the beef that you had with these 14-year-olds.
No, there were a bunch of 14. I was going up to the sidewalk to pick up my daughter at school, and a bunch of 14-year-old idiots were just, being themselves and walking backwards down the sidewalk right into me, and I said, "Hey, watch out." And one of them turned and was like, "You watch out, motherfucker." I'm like, "Okay." What the fuck?
See, that's when you grab them and throw them into the street.
Well, that was my first instinct, but I'm like, no, these are children. I'm going to jail if I do that.
Yeah, but it would have been worth it.
I don't know.
We mentioned it before because Matt is not a small person. Like Matt could have pulled off their arms like a Wookiee.
Well, he looked a little. He was halfway through. "You watch out, motherfucker." He was saying that, but as he was doing that, he was looking me up and down, going, "I don't know if I should have done this."
There's a weight category problem here.
But he did double down when I didn't immediately, put my knee through his face.
Throw him into the street. Yeah.
Because he's 14. He's a child.
I don't know, 14's old enough to know better.
I agree. And I was like, are you doing this? And then his friends were around, right? Like, that was the real kicker, right? Mm-hmm. Because he was like, "Oh yeah, okay, here we go. I gotta look like a man in front of my friends." Anyway.
It always annoys me when people do that. They sort of count on you to not be the asshole.
Yes.
Right? Like, rather than going through the world with a certain amount of the baseline respect of walking through a world full of frightening strangers who might be capable of anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right? You're a frightening stranger who might be capable of anything. They don't know that you don't have a knife. They don't know that you've never been to jail. Right? Yeah. They don't know these things about you.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, he's lucky I was mentally stable.
Also, like, they don't know that you won't just nod, pull out your phone, and call the police right in front of them.
Yeah.
And wait for the police to show up. They don't know how much time you have to spare. Like, only the amount of time that you have is,
Here's the thing. I was like, okay, whatever, you're a child. And then I walked away. And then they started following me. And just yelling at me. And I was like, oh, God, okay. As soon as I turned up the road to the school, though, they took off. So.
Right.
But man, I chose fear.
You know what? Those kids chose fear too. Like hightailing it as soon as you went somewhere where there was an authority higher than you. And also they chose to do only harm.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so true. I was coming down the driveway with my daughter, and as soon as I was ready to turn the corner and see them and be like, okay, how am I going to handle this? And I think the way I would have handled it is because the guy did say, what are you going to do? Are you going to take on all of us? I'm like, I don't have any intention of fighting any of you, but no, if I was going to do that, I just you, buddy, just you, just also, the one who said.
There were only several of them, right?
There was like 5 of them.
Five's a good number, I guess. I've never been in a fight, but I have the same basic tactic that if I ever got jumped by a bunch of people, I'd just pick a favorite.
Pick a favorite.
Not even try to win. Just really alter that person's life from that point forward.
Yeah. But I'm not gonna fight a bunch of kids. Like I'm not, even if they are assholes.
Yeah.
Anyway,
and it just bugs me that like when people do that sort of thing, it's just like, yeah, they know that you're not going to fight a bunch of kids, and they know that you don't have time to deal with them, and they know that you have to be the adult.
Exactly. They know that.
It's very small. Like it's such a small thing to do.
Yeah.
Well, I will say, Matt, that they chose fear and they did only harm. Maybe they listened to Level 0 NPCs. Maybe they're fans of ours.
Hey, look, we can hope so.
That was their way of showing support.
Yeah.
Maybe they were just showing support. And if that's the case, God bless. I don't believe in God, but bless anyway. Speaking of fans of the show.
So apparently Jimmy Fallon watches us?
Yay! Woo!
That sounded so questioning. Jimmy Fallon watches us?
Hi, Jimmy. Thanks for watching. We're glad you're here. Thanks for passing on the gospel of foot onions along to Stephen Colbert for us. We appreciate it.
I would like to believe.
If you would like to invite any of your co-hosts on what was it called?
Yes, Strike Force 5, something like that?
Strike Force 5, yeah. To join us on Level 0 NPCs, please pass it along.
Notice that we're not inviting you. We're inviting Colbert or Kimmel or whomever else is on there.
John Oliver.
Yeah, John Oliver.
One of the
John
better
Oliver.
ones.
That's so mean. No, Jimmy, you're fine. Kimmel,
Jimmy's fine. Jimmy's great. We love Jimmy. But he's also not listening. Foot onions are such a fucking crazy, they're known.
I think Colbert tweeted about foot onions, and that can only have come from us. That's our thing. There's no other possible explanation.
Yeah,
it's entirely our thing.
I was mistaken. You're right. I'm the only one.
Yeah,
I'm the only one.
You're a pioneer.
Yeah.
And they can choose to acknowledge you or not.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, and really what I should have done in that case, listening to all this and knowing that Jimmy Fallon's watching, I really, really should have just done harm back. But I don't know. Guys, I think we have a problem here because I don't think you can choose to do only harm and choose fear. I think you have to do...
That's true. To do real harm takes a certain amount of courage.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Also, doing harm is not as fun, as it's made out to be. I can't even honestly say that I chose fear this week. It's not that I did anything, particularly bold or courageous, but, I don't know. There was a couple work tasks where it's There's a safe answer and there's a right answer. And I went with the right answer, even though it was much, much harder.
Yeah. Yeah.
Practice.
Hey, look.
It's practice makes perfect.
We do our best. And I
Yeah.
know I said I didn't want to take up this much time, but here we are.
Yeah. Oh, hey, we're 10 minutes in. Let's get some game done.
Let's do it.
All right. So there's a big old guillotine here on the I was going to call it a shelf. On the
giant
stage
shelf.
here.
Yeah.
The people shelf.
The performance shelf.
The way it's
The
painted.
actor shelf.
The
way it's
talent
painted-
shelf.
The talent shelf. I like the talent shelf. Oh, should we get a cutscene? It's painted white for visibility reason, but it just makes it look like football end posts.
Picket fence
also
vibes
feel
as
like-
well.
It looks like someone made it yesterday.
Or like gym
I feel
equipment.
like white is also not the color you want your... Oh, my.
Oh my god.
It's not even
We're
a
getting
mirror.
a whole Tales from the Crypt sequence here. Oh, that was from the intro.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's just the white is not really working for me, but I get it visually.
I don't know that I don't think you would paint your guillotine white. I feel like that would just be a hard color to maintain for a guillotine.
You'd want sort of a dark red.
I mean, it's a
or
cool,
like a brown or a black or maybe it's like hydrophobic white paint or something.
it's
like
a cool
that.
band name, like White Guillotine. Absolutely.
Oh my
White
God.
guillotine.
You might.
I don't know.
You
I
might
don't know.
paint it white if you insisted that someone clean it every day, because you'd really know if they did or not. Like, I expect this guillotine to be shining every morning when we come down to bloody it all up again.
Also, this guillotine was meant to be a show guillotine, not a real guillotine.
Yeah,
presumably,
meant to be. Well, who knows what Carnovasch has in his heart? But maybe the thing is, it's painted white because it shows the blood better.
Yeah,
That's what he's like. He likes that.
he likes that. Man, does he ever like that?
Oh, this is white too. I guess he just had a lot of white paint.
It's just into white and red, I guess. We got here the big old... Oh, there you go. Carno opens the door of mystery.
I don't know why I found that so funny. Oh, my
Carno
goodness.
is a funny name.
I did a spit take. It came out of nowhere. I don't know. It's just a weird poster.
Like, if I was like running a session of D&D and someone told me their like player name was Carno, I'd know they weren't taking the game seriously. I'd be like, I mean, pick something else or you fucking DM. Like,
No, I'm Carno.
The magician.
I'm
Yeah.
Carno the magician.
I'm a halfling wizard. My name is Carno.
We're taking this theater thing very well.
It's more furniture that we.
Well, there was a
free.
very appropriate question for Gory addressing Adrienne's sort of general
Demeanor, yeah.
disinterest
Yeah.
in everything that is happening.
Yeah.
Well, interest, I suppose there is, but like, she's taking it all very well.
Yeah. Yeah. We got
Like, well, okay, we don't know that this was not on the tour of the place with the realtor when she bought into the apartment here, or not the apartment, bought the house. Like, was this just on the tour? Maybe.
Yeah, and she's the realtor's like, you know what? Not a lot of houses come with guillotines nowadays.
Yeah, I'm told there's a mysterious temple behind this wall, but you're gonna have to smash it open to get in there. The last tenant couldn't figure it out.
Here are some photographs of it, though. In case you don't want to break the wall. Oh wow, you've got a whole wizard ensemble here.
Ooh.
Yeah, fun fact, she actually recorded the whole game twice, once in a wizard outfit, just so you could put this on.
That would be great.
Carno and Malcolm, 1897.
Yep.
You see Malcolm?
Carno and Malcolm is such a stupid double act name.
Oh no.
Oh, his face turned into a skull briefly.
Oh, here it comes back.
It's back.
It's lenticular.
God.
It's a good Babadook cosplay.
That's scary. I'm scary.
Come on, by now you can't just be unsure if you saw that or not. Too many other things have transpired.
Yeah, like either there's a ghost or you're crazy. You have to come to terms with that.
Yeah. Have we just seen everything here?
We did it.
Yeah, look at that.
Take a light bulb. Let's get out of here. Pop it in your mouth. Give it a chew.
I think we have the photo now.
An old photograph of Carno and Malcolm.
An old photograph.
I'm really glad he said Carno and Malcolm. I'm pleased with that.
Yeah.
An old photograph of Carno and Malcolm.
Oh, Carno.
Like,
And Malcolm.
I guess one thing that might explain her demeanor is if she is already prone to hallucinations.
It was the 80s.
It's true.
I'm just going to leave it at
Be
that.
on some stuff.
Well, you just can't be startled all the time. No one has the energy. No?
It was. I mean, I know it was the early 90s, but let's be honest. It was the 80s.
Yeah.
Maybe she's just like super. That's how she deals with Dawn through her whole relationship with him, and so everything is kind of that way. She just reacts with no reaction whatsoever. I don't
Yeah.
know. And maybe that's why Dawn is so frustrated with her, is because she's just like this.
So, like. Oh, no.
Dawn?
Now's your chance.
Oh,
Go on
yeah.
the fire.
Fucking, like, we got fireplace poker through the chest. Really stick him to that bench.
He's going to do it to you.
Great.
Poison.
Smash it over his head.
Absent.
I don't care anymore. I just don't care.
Brutal.
While
I
he's
mean-
asleep, though.
I'm
You
going
sh-
to bed.
You should care a little.
Oh.
You should care in a bad way. You should bad care about that.
The following chapters are finished. This one.
Oh my gosh. October the 22nd.
That's like in a few days.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Wait. Some people will be watching this on October 22nd.
Probably. Oh my goodness.
We live in the future. The past, I mean. We live in the past.
Yes. It will be Sunday, October 22nd,
Yes.
the day after this airs.
Yes, a lot of people watch this on Sunday.
9:20.
9:20.
Plan this.
Okay. Well, I'm really enjoying wearing the same clothes again today.
She just has rows and rows and rows of the same outfit.
Dawn?
Adrienne.
Are you alright, honey?
Yeah, I just hit the whiskey a little too hard last night. That's all.
Dawn, let's leave. Please. We've got to get out of here. Look what this place is doing to you.
Leave. This is our home, Adrienne. We can never leave this place.
Oh. Can I just say Don looks way cooler with his hair down?
Yeah.
The
You
phrase
can say it because you'll be right.
the phrase "we can never leave this place." I don't know if that's ever been uttered by a sane person.
Oh, what do you want? Hi. Yeah, I don't care about the damn phone. I'll get out of here as soon as I can. All right, fine. Get in here and fix it. And then you leave.
That's my job. Yep, you described it.
I won't be hanging around.
I'm not one of those.
That is literally the plan, sir.
I'm not one of those install a phone and stay forever type of guys. Don't worry.
I recognize that I did not apply with your previous statement of we can never leave this place.
That's true. He does seem to have an understanding of a home as a one-way kind of thing. You know? You show up and you never leave.
Who's hauling those leg-sized logs into here?
Cyrus, I suppose.
Cyrus, yeah.
Good old Cyrus, our log man.
Mm-hmm.
Is he an indoor person though? He seems more of like a yard person, like a barn and woods kind of individual.
Well, also we blame him for killing our cat.
It's true.
Never forget that.
Like, I feel like if he set foot in the actual house, he would combust like a vampire in sunlight.
Well, he did pop in to invite us to a seance recently.
Oh, yeah, I guess he did.
All right. We have more things to do.
Oh my goodness.
We always do.
We always
That's the whole
do.
point of a video game.
Yeah, well, you have a bunch of things to do until you stop because you're done. You did them all. Yeah.
We're gonna crank that piano.
Oh, yeah, crank it. Ooh. Put your finger in there.
Mm-hmm.
It's really just distracting Mike from his work right now.
Wait, how do you know that guy's name is Mike?
Well, he said so last time.
Oh, God, I can't believe you remember that.
I don't, but it's in the walkthrough.
What do you love Mike now? What? This booze has been here the whole time? No, yeah.
Well, it's interesting how she reaches directly for the bottle of absinthe she's seen once that is now gone.
The whiskey's gone too, I bet.
Oh, yeah? Presumably.
We had such a good opportunity to kill Don just there.
We did.
We even had the forethought to put a hammer in our inventory.
I think it would be better if we reframed it as saving Don. Because that's what it would be.
Mm-hmm.
I like how it spits the coin back out every time so we don't have to, ration them.
Just like a real machine.
This would be super distracting for poor Mike, who's just trying to fucking fix a phone right now.
Harpsichord's going.
Harpsichord. Owner goes over to a fortune machine.
Find your salvation.
I think it's time to go.
Is Mike my salvation?
It's nice if he came back, because he did get abused verbally by Don last time.
That's true, but it was the 90s. You could... That happened so rarely that you were just like, that guy doesn't know. Trust me, I was there. We were all there. All of us were there.
I figured it was so common.
Unless he's evil, the evil that's here.
Yeah. He could be the evil.
I'm just finishing up this job. I'll get out of here as soon as I can.
Mike's hot.
Mike, I want to apologize for Don.
He's a dick.
He hasn't been himself lately.
No, you don't have to say nothing. I just don't want to get tangled up in family quarrels, that's all.
He looks like Todd McFarlane's hot old younger brother.
That's definitely the way to stabilize Don, is to run off with Mike here. Mm-hmm. That really calms people down when you cuckold them.
But Don already admitted his weakness. He can never leave the house.
That's true.
So all you have to do is leave.
Yeah, he said we can never leave, but I think he meant more of a he situation. He can never leave.
Ever since that demon got here from Paris, it's just trapped here.
That ghost mind that's possessed him.
Damn French ghosts.
My children need wine.
Balancing on its ghost unicycle. In its stripy ghost shirt with its stripy with its little ghost beret.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
yeah.
You guys want to do You guys want to go through the comments?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Let's empty out that mailbag first episode.
We'll do both.
I'll play the game while we do this. I'll attempt to play the game while we do this.
Frequenzo 5545 says, "Wish I was there." Playing these
house?
games with you guys. Thanks for uploading.
Aww.
Hey, that's very nice. You don't want to be in this house, though, Frequenzo. Trust.
That comment actually made my day a couple days ago. I went to check to see if there were any comments, and I was like, that's really sweet. That's really sweet. Makes me glad that we do this every week.
Yeah.
Most weeks.
12 Op, of course, said that the skull sounds like Adam West. That is totally true. Totally true.
It is true.
We already covered it. Are you doing something?
I'm doing things. I'm not sure if I'm doing the right things, but I'm doing things.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll try to keep an eye on it.
In a box. You know?
I don't know what to do with this book.
Eat it.
I guess I'll just leave it here for now.
Our good friend Spivey says, love the deserved Luke appreciation. Thanks for everything you do. It's so true, Luke. That's the top comment.
Yeah.
Three people
Don't
like
let them. Don't let them let it go to my head.
Oh yeah. I don't even know if that's possible.
Yeah, has Luke ever gotten drunk with power? I don't think I've seen it yet.
No.
Not unless it was a while ago and he stayed drunk with power.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty even-keeled fellow, our Luke.
If he's drunk with power, he's hiding it very well.
Nice.
Fun for Algernon says, I'm looking forward to the upcoming events in the huge theater in your house and returning to town. Some really ambitious scenes were shot. I'm also looking forward to that too.
Oh boy.
I imagine we're getting up close to like the where the shit starts hitting the fan soon, because we can only do so much walking around the house. And happy to see my question for Gory got some small. Of course, let's accusing me of trying to kill our viewers is the funniest thing. It's true though. Do only harm. Choose fear.
What's this?
Oh,
the
it
hell?
took a ball. Oh, it's
It's the absinthe.
It's all coming together. Mystery solved.
Mystery solved.
We're just drunk.
That means somebody's been in the passages. Passages.
The sages.
It wasn't us.
Oh, I've returned to the. That wasn't intentional.
Navin. Oh, whoa. What the fuck? Oh, that's how you open it. Isn't that cute?
Check out this thing.
Oh, from this angle you can see the swinging axe thing.
Yes.
It's not a guillotine. It's much stupider than that.
It goes right into your gut.
It's a pendulum axe.
Yeah, it's a pendulum axe.
One of them.
Much not as cool of a band name.
Oh.
It's a weird place for a Nickelodeon.
That was alarming.
Oh. Incredible Carno and the horrifying throne of terror.
That was Kermit as Bane. That's what Matt was doing there. Kermit the Frog as Bane.
For the viewers, this is rapidly strobing between lit and black. I might actually go through and trim out the black frames, because this is painful to watch.
Yeah.
You will witness an extraordinary performance, the likes of which have never been attempted before. Oh, we're back in time.
Keep watching. There you go. Yeah, listen to the man inside the box.
In this, his newest feat, featuring the horrifying Throne of Terror.
The Throne of Terror.
Why?
I saw you with him last night. Admit it, you're still seeing him, aren't you?
No.
It's very unprofessional, guys.
Huh?
Is that Cyrus?
Oh no.
With a fake
Maybe
mustache?
it's Cyrus's dad.
Incredible.
Cyrus's dad. It might be Cyrus's
Oh my
dad.
goodness.
I like the idea that his dad looks exactly like him, but with a mustache. Strong genes in that family.
I know what's gonna happen here, she says.
The torch is an interesting touch.
It's amazing.
as well.
It was so funny when I saw
Because
it.
I really don't think he had it a second ago, did he?
Oh, he did. He
think he
did.
did.
That's what. It's just the best
He's
part.
always had it.
I mean, this is olden times, so I guess that's what you need if it's dark.
I don't think it's that old enough times. Just okay. She put a burqa on
Yeah.
He's a
it.
ninja.
He's a ninja now.
Oh, the torch appears to be part of the trick.
Oh, no.
So wait a minute. The Throne of Terror. You get your head set on fire, and then the pendulum axe comes and kills you? Is that like... Did he just get stigmata?
Oh, is this how he became a ghost?
There are a few too many things going on here.
Wait.
I think it's supposed... Oh, it spins while it swings.
Wait, what's happening?
I mean, this is how you make a ghost magician.
That's how they finally killed him. They set his head on fire and used his swinging axe against him. And then they cleaned it up and put it back.
You know, he had so many weird contraptions for murdering his wives, but that he had such a weirder death. In a spinning chair with a swinging axe while on fire.
I like how they decided that the swinging axe wasn't going to do it entirely. So can we set his head on fire?
It's like they were
I feel
trying to
like the
kill a
head on fire
Dracula.
thing was part of the act. Like I'm guessing it was at least.
Well, he didn't seem to know.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go back into the passage.
I gather that he was just trying to get out of the manacles, and that's what cut his wrists, but it did look like he developed stigmata.
Yeah.
There were just a few too many things happening in that death just then.
I guess he's a ghost magician messiah.
Yes.
Also, this would be disorienting for poor Mike trying to fix the phone right now too.
He's a ghost magician Jesus.
Like a majesus.
A majesus. Actually, Jesus was a ghost magician if you think about it.
That's true.
He did fun magic tricks and he came back from the dead. What is that if not a ghost magician?
But yeah, that's true. He did all his tricks before he died, just like Carno.
And after he died, he did nothing that a ghost couldn't do.
That's true.
Like Spider-Man.
Yeah, like in the Gospels, it says he came back to life, but he didn't do much. Like several people saw him. So I mean,
whoa! It's the mummy.
It's that. I was gonna say it's that one guy in Star Wars.
Oh yeah, that too.
My friend doesn't like you either.
You should watch yourself. I have a death warrant to 12 systems.
Actually, no, it's I don't like you either. My friend doesn't like you. I don't like you either.
Yeah.
Get it, Cyrus's dad.
Just two randos like fucking dry humping in the corner of the room here.
Is this
not even ghosts? Just
Harriet in her hotter days? Is this Harriet?
That's just, it's that risque lower back, upper butt touch.
It's called the belt grope.
Oh yeah, he's gonna get dragged into that.
Oh, it was Carno. I guess I should have inferred that.
Dude, he's burned and much smaller than you.
Also, like, didn't his head get chopped the fuck open by the swingy axe?
Yeah, well...
We assumed.
It's got kind of a Freddy Krueger thing going on, too.
That's what they were going for.
Yeah, yeah.
He looks like Freddy Krueger at the hospital.
Just a Just a brooding Freddy Krueger.
The
Yeah.
Like if
bandages-
Freddy Krueger was dressed up as in a shitty mummy costume.
Yeah, the way the bandages are hanging makes them look like floppy dog ears, and it's really not that scary.
It's not that.
It's like
yeah.
he got TP'd by a bunch of kids on Halloween.
Man, a bunch of stuff is happening, eh?
Yeah. Feel bad for all those people that quit in the first 10 minutes of the episode.
Those people didn't earn this.
Yeah.
That's true.
I
This isn't for them.
listen. This whole channel isn't for them.
That's true.
I mean, I've said it before, but the people who quit in the first 10 minutes are not fucking welcome here.
Yeah. Agreed.
Unlike NAV3N. Navin,
Yes.
maybe? Who says, I remember playing this game when I was 18 or 19. Scared the shit out of me.
Yeah.
I too recall the human emotion of fear.
I have experienced
It's
it
what we choose.
on several occasions.
I've never played this game before, but I have been frightened by several things. We have that in common.
Ooh, but what scared you? What scared you, Alex?
It's very dim memory. It's been a few years.
I thought you meant like as it pertains to this game.
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
Like I've been
Going the wrong
startled a couple times,
Okay.
and like there's a few things in here that are fairly scary. But
Wait a minute, I can skip that.
Back
Just realized that there's a skip button, so I don't have to like sit through the entire sequence of her like turning the knob every time.
sometime in like my like late 20s or early 30s, I just altogether stopped being afraid of things. I used to be like really frightened by horror movies and scary concepts and stuff like that, but I'm just too tired now.
too tired to be
Like
afraid.
Adrienne,
Yeah.
maybe. Like you were
Just
saying.
like Adrienne. That actually leads us right into our first big question for Phantasmagoria from Phantasmagoria. Fuck, I fucked that up, man. I had one shot and I messed it up.
Hold on.
Yes.
12 op. If I ever meet you, I'm gonna kiss you hard on the mouth. You're goddamn. You're crazy. I appreciate you. Whenever
They're all so different.
You're amazing.
yeah.
They're all so different from one another. All of the what'd you call that? The theme is an appropriate word. Like a musical sting or something like that.
Genres, yeah.
Yeah.
All these singers are all very different from one another. Very varied.
Yeah, they're varied.
Amazing.
Joseph Davies, do you feel that Adrienne's lack of response outside the momentary reactions and cutscenes is a technical limitation or a deliberate design choice? Given Laura Bow's similar demeanor, I suspect it might be a little bit of both at work here. How would you improve the tension and sense of urgency without making it into a survival horror game? That's a good question. How would you change this given the technical limitations to like... Yeah, because you don't know what order people are going to do shit in, right?
I would say probably both. So, I made the joke earlier about her filming the whole thing twice in a stupid magician costume so that you'd have the ability to wear the stupid costume. It's kind of the same thing. Like, if her emotional state was deteriorating, a more paranoid version of the character would have to do all of the same events. So it would more or less double the cost of the whole game.
Yeah, that would be... That's wild, yeah.
But in that is a technical issue, but it makes it also a responsible design choice. The just sort of realization by the game developers, we can't shoot this whole game 10 times to get that sort of decaying sanity thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the continuity's not going to match. And I would say that is a benefit of doing something that's like a low-resolution pixel art game is if you can't see the characters' faces clearly or you can't see their movements in such a nuanced manner, then you can kind of project whatever emotions you want on them. And I think that helps with not feeling like the character doesn't have any emotional inner life.
Yeah.
That's a good point. We can infer things about her because she provides a blank slate for us to project things onto.
Yeah, but because she's so realistic, I mean, relatively so given this resolution and everything, but she's very recognizably human and like, it's a good video. So there's almost like too much information here because we can see, yeah, like she does not feel fear at the, as she's walking around the house. But if it's like the Laura Bow character, we can feel like her face is blank, but she's also very simplified. So we can imagine the fear in her, even though it's not on her face.
So
that's true.
Or so you're saying that the actual like detailed medium of the FMV actually makes it less scary?
Well, like the gore scenes definitely have more impact because they're so realistic.
Yeah.
But this type of thing where, you want that continuity and you want that build of emotion, like you can't film her with that and keep track and all that. So we just look at her and think she looks bored, but we wouldn't think that of like a low pixel, low resolution character walking around.
Very true.
Yeah.
It does sort of portray her as a person whose underlying sanity was questionable to begin with.
Yeah.
She's like, she has a bit of that, like a silent protagonist kind of, you project yourself onto it, but because she is like a series of photographs, there's a certain, I mean, we care about her, we're rooting for her rather than the other characters.
Mm-hmm.
So here's my thinking is there are definitely parts of the game that we're early enough in the game that Adrienne probably wouldn't have been creeped out or, acting afraid or uneasy or nervous or whatever. Now, I mean, like that most recent scene with Dawn, for example, where she like kneels down next to him, just like, hey, can we just leave? Like, let's just go. It's not worth it hanging out here. I want to be anywhere else kind of thing. Like that was a good moment of, her portraying being uncomfortable and worried about this place. And there's a lot of the game that happens after shit starts getting really weird, where like each of these scenes, they've had her posed here, right? Like they put her here, or at least it would be even harder to justify not making her a little bit sort of creeped out or walking around kind of like worried. I mean, yeah, they're saving frames obviously by having her in a static position here, right? But like, posture and her idle animations would help a lot in her being a little bit, like obviously being uneasy, and they didn't really capture that with this. I don't know if that was a choice or not just really thought of, but I don't think that I would be able to write it off as a technical limitation. Like you could even have her in sort of a much more nervous or much more uncomfortable pose here,
Yeah, and like the secret church area, you could have her like that, but then if she's passing through the living room area again, she'll be that same neutral pose of earlier on in the game, and then if she goes to like another secret hidden spot where she's scared again, it's almost like you get this weird whiplash where she is acting scared, and then you have her in the foyer, and then she's fine again.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind, like, I mean, I don't know how much space this would have taken. And I mean, like, it's very easy to take for granted the fact that there's basically unlimited, like, space on people's hard drives now, to the point where, like, people will release games that are now over 100 gigabytes in size. But, like, I think this is already multiple CDs.
Yes. Yeah.
At this point, a couple of extra, like, poses in like the foyer and the kitchen and stuff like that, like just a second set of poses with like uneasy Adrienne would have been great.
Sure, yeah,
in my opinion,
Does she have a 4-directional walk or an 8-directional one?
Well, I mean, like in a scene like this, she's like, they had to have her go and do this, right?
Oh, no,
this doesn't appear anywhere else in the thing.
In scenes like this where she's exploring, like you can click and make her walk somewhere.
I can't. No, you can't. Every
can you
click,
not?
Every click has her navigate after the click. Like, I have to click on a hotspot before she will interact with anything.
But she does have, like, a generic locomotion, right? She's got a walk that she plays when she's navigating between the spots.
I don't think she does because she's navigating around a certain area. Like she might have a left, right, forward, back walk, but this is not a generic walk at all. This was built bespoke for this area of the game, right? Like she's supposed to step down off of that thing. There might be a generic press button on wall and go into secret passage thing here, but I mean this has all happened after things got creepy.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, I don't think that there is much. Like there might have been that take 2 steps forward and stand in neutral position.
Like is this a neutral position?
You could redo those.
Her neutral poses are more what I'm asking.
Yeah, like this.
Does she have 4 of these or 8 of these?
I think, maybe 8. Let's say, for the sake of argument, that it's 8.
That would make an agitated idol a little bit of a bigger ask if they needed to do 8 of them. Not insurmountable, but it certainly would have possibly raised some eyebrows for their tech people putting all this together. Is yes, we could have her look agitatedly around this room, but she's got a lot of rooms to look agitated in from a lot of different sizes and angles.
But I mean, there are day 1 rooms, and that's a very limited selection of rooms.
It's true.
Everywhere else in the game that she can be in, you could make her look or seem more agitated, right? You might just decline to let her sit down on that chair and do stretches and lounge around like she did the other day.
There isn't an infinite... There's not infinite branches to the game either. So if they broke it up into small enough pieces and they just had her become more and more agitated as the story progressed, that probably would work too. Yeah. You'd get certain incongruities where you do something in a different order and she's weirdly relaxed after being weirdly scared, but probably no worse off than we are now.
Yeah, I feel weirdly relaxed always is a more difficult thing to deal with. I'm gonna end up walking.
I have a weird question, again, aren't I? Yes, and I really want to know. This is an awkward thing to ask. Do you guys think Adrienne's supposed to be smart?
I mean, I feel like you don't write horror protagonists to be geniuses.
No, that's I feel like true. That's true.
She seems clever in the sense that she's discovering a lot of stuff. Like if our actions are her actions, right? Like this is just her doing stuff. She's discovering all these rooms. She's accomplished a lot more than her stupid husband has. But she doesn't. She does not seem to be piecing it together. The first evidence we've had that she recognizes anything is wrong is when she was talking to Dawn. Like, we need to leave. This place is going to kill us, kind of thing.
Yeah, and she's only put this together in chapter 5 or 6 or whatever we are on.
6. We're in 6 now.
So, I think it's a little easier to buy if you sort of understand that she's maybe not the brightest bulb in the pack.
She's not the sharpest knife in the drawer.
Yeah.
That's always the kind of the trope with these types of things, though. Any type of horror medium is why don't they just leave? And they can't because then there'd be no story. But then also sometimes you can't have them be physically trapped because then that would make them, be trapped. And they would obviously and explicitly know that they were trapped someplace. So
that is kind of like the agreement with the protagonist is they do certain things because otherwise there's not a story.
Yeah.
They have to be a little dumb or it doesn't really work.
Like fundamentally, it's only a horror movie if you stay. So the protagonist is someone who stays.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's kind of why the original Scream movie was so subversive. Because, they shone a light on all of that so much, Marie O'Dowd Carnovasch.
Oh, this is a crypt. Have we been here? Crypt?
No, it's the first time I've been here.
It's a nice crypt.
Yeah.
I do love the name Zoltan.
Zoltan's great.
Zoltan Carnovasch, 1853 to 1898. Now we have a time frame, and there was electric light in the late 1800s.
But portable, flashlight?
I mean, we've established that the torch was not for lighting, but
It was for lighting him.
it's true. For setting him alight, yes. Let's do a little grave robbery. Huh?
These look like chest freezers. The Canadian enemy is very happy to see this.
It's the deep freeze down in the garage.
Gonna pull some hamburger out of the deep freeze for tonight's casserole.
Well, that's one of the most Canadian things I've heard in a long time.
What's gonna be in there, you guys? Hamburger. Well, hamburger. We know hamburger.
Hamburger's definitely.
We've met his ghost already, right?
Yeah.
Sort of, yeah. It's snot incarnation.
His ectoplasmic manifestation.
Yeah.
Oh.
Lick it.
I was expecting more of a jump scare with the whole skeleton in there.
He did okay after 100 years of decomposition.
From Marie.
Yeah, you can't really... Okay, I see the skull now. Okay, gotcha.
Okay, but okay. So he got burned by the head and chopped with a blade, but then he survived because a ghost can't drag you into the corridors. So clearly he survived and lived like the Phantom of the Opera in his own house.
In the walls, yeah.
For some amount of time. And then...
Or at least near where we are.
And then he must have died again, and when he died again, they put him in his magician's outfit.
They dressed him back up in his magician outfit. And buried him next to one of his murdered wives.
That's what I'm seeing here. Is that
very sweet?
Am I right on that timeline?
So the only thing I question is your speculation about what ghosts can and cannot do.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair.
Like a ghost is fictional. It is and does whatever.
Yeah.
I guess that waving is her saying that it smells or something, because he did. Oh.
Yeah, or it's corpse dust.
Corpse dust.
Lick it.
That looks great.
I'll never not say that, even though you guys never acknowledge that.
That her locket just reads "Fuck you, I never liked you."
Well, the thing is, the locket that he was carrying was to Marie, my angel.
Yeah.
Oh, so maybe that's from the other man.
Oh.
He had himself buried with his...
Yeah, well, no, he didn't bury himself. Someone else.
Cuckoldry evidence?
Yeah, someone did that to him. They dressed him back as a magician and put the cuckold necklace on him.
It's too dark to read the plaque in its completeness, but it's here lies Carno, husband, magician, cuck.
Hey, I got a question. Why are the crosses upside down?
Because we're looking at it from the wrong direction.
No.
All magicians and their wives go to hell.
No, listen.
Is why.
When she opened them up, they were both head in the foot.
That's true.
Also,
as magicians and those who consort with magicians, they knew they were destined for hell.
No,
that's fair. Also,
by the way, before I forget, cuckless. Cuckoldry necklace.
Oh, cuckless. Thank you. Yeah. Also, we're an hour into the first episode. We should probably cut this one
We're
off.
Close to an hour. You want to tie it off here?
Just episode 1, we should probably... I'm not saying we should stop. But,
our properties are indeterminate, like a ghost. The episodes are however long we say they are.
Yeah, and I just ended it.
We're halfway through.
What's the button
6.
for more? Oh.
Especially because, like, Luke is my boss, right?
Yeah.
Like, if we're still recording tomorrow, if we just do, like, a 20-hour episode, Luke's the one who decides whether I'm fired or not. So, yeah, it's just like however long we say they are.
Whoa.
Well, I mean, you're working for other people right now, so Luke, I'm not your boss at all.
A few months ago, Luke might have almost been able to independently decide whether I'm fired or not. Now it is more. There's probably more people in that conversation.
Yeah.
I have to get up and drive my kids in the morning, so Luke can't help me with that.
Oh, the episode, we don't have to be doing anything. We can just go about our business and come and go as we please, and our lives will be in the background of the microphone audio.
Just happening 24/7.
Yeah, we'll check in now and again.
It's the
Mostly her
ultimate
just
us thing.
Switch over to Twitch, and it'll Truman show just the audio of our lives while we're sitting on one screen of Phantasmagoria.
Beautiful.
True performance art.
I was thinking one thing that would be hilarious to do for Horror Month is to start it on one of our mailbag episodes where we start answering comments, but we just never leave this. She's just standing here looking at these coffins for days, and we just keep answering comments, but comments we never received. Fictional users, fictional comments, hours and hours and hours of answering comments that nobody asked, and Horror Month.
Just for the rest of October.
Yeah.
Stick and stay, everybody. We'll see you next
Stick
time.
and stay.
See you next time. See you next time.